Welcome to Voices of Leadership. I'm Chris Atwell, and in each episode, I sit down with the leaders shaping the future of the manufacturer's rep industry. Real stories, real challenges, real growth. This is where leadership comes to life. Nate, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You've had a really incredible journey into leadership, and I look forward to asking you some questions that are going to highlight some of the learning moments, the growth, maybe the mindsets that you've adopted over time that have gotten to you where you are.
Awesome.
So I'm going to dive in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wicked. Excellent. Good. So, when you think about your leadership, I'm curious if there's a defining moment that you can highlight that really shaped the version of a leader that you are today. And what did that look like? And what kind of impact did that have?
It's a great question. The thing that sticks out immediately, it's pretty early on in my rise into a leadership role. I made a fairly significant mistake that made me really nervous. And I took it to the one of the owners and COO of the company and laid it out there and was, what do I do? I'm sorry. Like, what do I do? Expecting, some kind of a negative dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And the most incredible thing happened. He said, yeah, you made a mistake. Look at all the things you did right today. Let's talk about those. And that was very impactful to me. And I've carried that over into my leadership style, and I've carried that over into my parenting, carried that over into my being a husband. I mean, it was a powerful moment for me. The mistake wasn't something that was unfixable, of course. We'll figure it out. But let's talk about what went well today. Look at all the things that you did correctly. You had one little thing. Now, it wasn't really little, but it was a potent moment for me.
That's an incredible example because, one, there's this underlying fear that we're going to screw up, and then the impact that screw up will have could mean we lose our jobs or something really bad happens to the business. But what it sounds like was your mentor, the leader you were under, highlighted that mistakes happen. Let's look at all the good things that's going on here. Where are you winning?
Yeah.
And then, what did you learn from that mistake? So, and it's a really powerful leadership skill to allow others to make mistakes.
Yes.
And now you're carrying that through your personal life, your business life. Wow.
I've dissected it many times in my head, over years, thinking back to those moments. But I think the thing that's powerful about it is what he saw was someone coming in with a potential event that would derail progress, derail the motivation, derail the drive or the end goal. Mm-hmm. And instead of allowing that to happen, he kind of pushed it to the side and just refocused on, you're killing it. Look at all the stuff that's going well. Don't worry. Mistakes are going to happen. Mm-hmm. Don't let it derail the process or the progress. Wow. I think that's the most powerful part of it.
Yeah. And I mean, things do get derailed sometimes.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
And we end up in really, really tough moments.
Yeah.
And we all have to deal with those tough moments. Can you share maybe one tough moment that you've had to go through?
Yeah.
And how did you deal with that? How did you handle that?
Yeah. Very fresh moment. Still working on it. We recently lost our number one line through no fault of our own. It was they wanted us to become a part of a bigger agency, multi-state agency. And it just wasn't the right move. Keep it brief. It wasn't the right move for us and our people, our culture, progress that we'd made, and our integrity or our reputation in the industry. It just wasn't a fit.
Yeah.
And so we had to make the decision: do we sacrifice our integrity or our reputation and progress that we've made? Or do we and keep the income, the revenue, and keep our biggest
which can be
line,
very attractive, right?
and become a part of something bigger that potentially could be more lucrative? But we'd lose people, we'd lose, progress and all things. Or do we stick to our guns and say we're willing to suffer a loss, hopefully for temporary period of time, and stick with what we believe is the right move? And it was a very difficult decision, but we decided that life without that revenue would be survivable, and we'd sleep at night.
Yeah.
We may be making more money the other way around, but we wouldn't be able to sleep at night because we thought it wasn't the right decision for us.
Yeah. Yeah. What a powerful example, because I mean, in this industry, this is a reality. Anyone can lose a line overnight. And whether that's your decision, a mistake, the manufacturer's decision, or in your case, these consolidation efforts that are happening in the industry. But what I'm hearing is that you're so tied in and glued to your values, your mission, and your vision, that served as a beacon for your decision making.
It did.
Right? And as challenging as that is, because I mean, business means you need revenue, you allowed those values and that mission and vision to be your lighthouse.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you use that as your decision making, you're on the right track. So that would be.
It's not easy,
right?
But we feel good about our decision, and we're pivoting and making adjustments, and picked up a couple of lines here and there that we think we can make something of. It's going to take a long time to replace that hole.
Maybe.
Potentially, maybe
not.
Yeah. But we just wanted, to look at our people and look at what we want to accomplish, and what ultimately we want to be in control of the destiny of, and decided that we would give it our own shot.
Yeah. It's all about alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you use the term sleep at night.
Yeah.
And that's an important thing. I mean, you've got to make leadership decisions, not only from the mind, but from the heart.
Yeah.
It's got to be complete. And in this case, sounds like you did that. So
hopefully.
Yeah. In leadership, and being an entrepreneur and running a business, there are certain things that you need to do to make sure that you show up every single day, right? Because it's not easy, right? You got lots to deal with.
Yeah.
What habits and routines do you hold sacred and dear to you, to yourself, so that you can show up every single day?
Yeah. I start every day off in the gym, just to get some energy out, but also bring some energy in. And I know it's, been said multiple times by multiple people, but getting something like that accomplished early in the morning, it just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day of, well, I can get some other things accomplished now, right? Like, instead of just busting out of bed, getting in the car, chugging some coffee and showing up, still waking up.
Yeah.
So, that's been a powerful thing for me. Also, I would say the night before, separating myself from work and entering back into husband and dad mode, and just resting in family and being there. And that's a rejuvenating feeling as well. And then it's the purpose, right? That's why we do all this, is for the family and for our kids.
Of course. Yeah. Tying it back to your why. Yeah.
Back to the why. So just solidifying that. And then, I think it may be like a mindset that helps, is just assuming the positive in people. Which is so easy to get negative in this industry.
Which is what you learned from your mentor when you made that mistake.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Assume the positive in people, because it's so easy to get, especially in leadership roles. It's so easy to get negative.
Yeah.
And that negativity feeds itself into every nook and cranny in your personal and your professional life, no matter what it is. So you got to stay positive.
Well, everything is energy.
Yeah.
Right. And positive energy, negative energy is going to be felt.
Yep.
So yeah, those are great. I I can totally relate to the morning and evening routines and protecting your energy in that case, and being connected to your why. So yeah, thank you for sharing.
That's great.
If you were to meet yourself, the past version of yourself, okay, stepping into his leadership role, new Nate, okay, what advice would you give him today?
Slow down to speed up. I think that was actually told to me through my younger self. And I didn't listen or appreciate it. Didn't understand it. Now, man, that's a powerful statement. Slow down to speed up. You can get so distracted at this morning session, distracted by all the shiny stuff. Stay laser focused on that vision and what you want to accomplish, what you want this to be, what you want out of it, what you want to put into it, the relationships, all of that stuff. And slow down, take it all in, make sure you're focused, and inevitably your progress will speed up.
Yeah.
If you're going too fast, you're missing everything. You're missing all the stuff that's just whizzing by you that could be beneficial. You're going to miss your exit. Yeah, you can ask my wife. I'm pretty notorious of missing my exit on the interstate, or we get thinking or we get talking, and she's like, "Hey, you needed to turn there." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Going too fast. Not focused."
Great advice. Slow down and speed up, which allows you to focus.
Yep. Absolutely.
There's a lot happening in the industry. There's a lot happening in your business.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about that's coming around the corner?
Yeah.
And what does it require of you when it comes to your leadership? What's that version of you that you need to show up with to support that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that are exciting. And if I was to pick out one that maybe excites me the most, is a very small trend right now. There's probably going to be a lot of people that disagree with me, which is fine.
Okay.
But I think there's a small trend in the industry right now that is wanting to get back to dealing with people instead of huge agencies, huge conglomerates, or big manufacturers, or big wholesalers, national accounts, all this stuff. Those are all important. I'm not disparaging any of that. I'm just saying I think there's a trend that you're starting to see, even outside of the industry, of consumers wanting to just deal with someone that's a medium or a smaller size because there's a more personal touch. I don't want to have to call in and press 1 to get to this menu and press 2 to get to this menu and talk to a robot or talk to something. Not that any of that's bad. It's just to pick up it's very refreshing when you pick up the phone to call somebody with an issue and they answer. They're like, "What's going on? How can I help?" Right? Like, you can get down to something really quickly that way, and then you're in the right hands. I think there's a trend now starting where even wholesalers are coming back to smaller rep agencies or smaller manufacturers where they know that they're a priority. Even consumers are starting to deal with the 1 or 2 man mom and pop contractor shops instead of these national, and again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with either side. It's just nice to see people getting back to people.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going. People getting back to having a trusted advisor, having a trusted partner, instead of just being a number in a big organization.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
So what does that mean for you and your leadership?
You got to stay in touch. You got to stay in touch with the people. You can't lose sight of the people and sacrifice that in order to grow. And I think that's artificial growth when you're just growing, but putting the people aside, putting the relationship part aside. Or we have a thing in our company, one of our core values or our pillars is legendary service. We want people to remember dealing with us and be like, I need to call them again, even if maybe we don't even represent that line that they're wanting help with. They just know that we're willing to help them. That's getting back to people, getting back to that relationship side.
Yeah.
And so keeping that mindset and keeping our people focused on the people and almost staying small feel.
Yeah.
It's important.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where a client needed something that wasn't the best for you financially in the business? And how did you handle that?
Yeah. So do you mean they needed a service that we couldn't necessarily provide, or maybe wouldn't necessarily provide just
Yeah.
because it wasn't the right move for us?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often, but yeah, occasionally there'll be someone who is looking to do something in the industry or something with their customers that maybe bends or blurs the lines of what we believe to be good business.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to very carefully walk off of that ledge and say, look, that's not something that we're willing to do or that we want to be affiliated with. And so I think that we're probably not the best fit for you. I can't help you. Sorry. No, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And even I'm not even willing to recommend somebody that would help them.
Right.
Because I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And again, that doesn't happen very often, but again, I think it all comes back to what you said earlier. I mean, everything comes around, goes around, right? If you're going to be cutting corners, somebody's going to cut a corner on you eventually.
Yeah.
It's tricky. Dollars and shiny stuff can be very enticing.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to sleep at night.
You got to be able to sleep at night and align yourself with those values.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, know that there's power in saying no.
Yeah.
And often no's lead to a yes of some sort.
That's true.
A good yes, a healthy yes.
Yeah.
No, fantastic. It was a real pleasure chatting with you, Nate.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate you sharing your insights, your experience, and that's what makes this industry, really special, right? These sort of conversations. And my hope is that your story will help inspire a future generation of leaders and help them continue to lead and grow and lead with purpose as well.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
very
appreciate
much.
it, man. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Good. Yeah. I think I hit the microphone at one point.